One Scoop John's here, and he's bringing up a good point that Jim Harbaugh has been in this situation before. So he inherited a number one pick in the NFL draft in Alex Smith, who was a game manager quarterback. Okay. And they made it to 3 consecutive NFC championship games. And was it the third? They had lost 2. So the third season, he turns to Colin Kaepernick. They make it through and get to a Super Bowl. So he pulled the trigger on the more dynamic quarterback, at least at the time. I would say Alex Smith's a better quarterback over the course of his career. But at that point in time, Colin Kaepernick was a more dynamic quarterback. And, yeah, they went to the Super Bowl.
The only caveat is when Colin Kaepernick initially came in, Alex Smith got hurt. I think he had maybe a concussion or something like that. So it wasn't as if Alex Smith was playing and he just pulled the trigger on Kaepernick. Now, I think Kaepernick obviously did himself plenty of favors by playing well once Alex Smith went out, so that it was a very difficult decision to say, man, this guy's rolling. We're rolling as a team with him in there. Let me go back to my starter. I think that's the only maybe tidbit that I would add on that decision was it really the tough decision was, okay, the Alex is back. Do I go back to my starter or do I just keep rolling with what we've got going right now?
And that's a major difference.
I agree.
You just brought to light. I forgot about that. So that's a major difference because that has been done routinely by coaches throughout the decades where backup quarterback comes in because of an injury, plays extremely well, the team's on a roll, and it's now his job. They're not going to revert to, unless the guy's a legend, they're not going to revert to the starter when the backup quarterback has played that well. There are a zillion examples of that.
Yeah, so that's the tough part. Is, I mean, this is going to be a very fascinating story as far as in spring ball, and I'm not sure when we will even get the answer because I could see this team coming out of spring ball without Jim Harbaugh not having or making a definitive statement either way on who the starting quarterback is. So I wonder if he's going to try to, I don't want to say string, any one of these guys along, but if he's going to try to just be as non-committal for as long as he possibly can, just to keep them both on campus to see if we can get in, can I get into fall camp with both of these guys? And then we'll go from there because I'd imagine, let's say, JJ's got it in his mind. If I'm not the starting quarterback, I'm going to transfer. Well, it's a lot tougher to transfer in September or August than it is to transfer in May. So we'll see we'll see what happens. It'll be a great storyline, and it'll be interesting.